So the recent Call of Duty game has shown its true face, as in it's shown its gameplay and all that. And many of us were expecting a campaign trailer. I mean, they do it for every time a new Call of Duty game comes out, such as look at Black Ops 3 back when it came out. The first thing they showed was a campaign trailer. Or World War II, the first thing they showed was a campaign trailer. Nope, instead it's been confirmed that we will not be getting a campaign, but we will be getting a Battle Royale mode for Call of Duty. Now this to me is pretty disappointing. Now hold on before you start saying why do you care about Call of Duty campaigns, they're pretty much tacked on BS like Michael Bay movies or whatever. Because whether you played a Call of Duty campaign or not, you have to admit that Treyarch does make pretty good campaigns for their Call of Duty games. And it's not always like Michael Bay movies. Like check out Black Ops 1 where you're a programmed sleeper agent hired by the Russians. Or Black Ops 3 which had a pretty complex plot. Or Black Ops 2 which had a pretty scary scenario of a terrorist attack. And a pretty good villain as well. You pretty much get the point that when it comes to campaign, Treyarch definitely has the right idea. So I was actually pretty excited for Treyarch to show a campaign trailer for their new Call of Duty game and see what this one will be about. And have they learned the mistakes of what happened in Black Ops 3? Can they fix upon it? Because let's be honest, being a game only with the purpose to have multiplayer and zombies and a battle royale mode does not show me that I have to pay $60 for this game. But one thing that I do like about this new game is that they have no regenerating health, which brings back some of the classic memories. But one thing that they will have that will give you health back is something like a stim pack from Fallout. Also, there's a medic class within this game as well, so you pretty much get health either way. I'm sorry, this game is not worth $60 to me, despite having 3 zombie maps and also having no campaign and a multiplayer mode and also a battle royale. And let's talk about battle royale. Okay, I can get free battle royale games such as Fortnite or H1Z1. So many can argue with me all they want, but this game should not have a $60 price tag. At max, I will drop $30 on it, but $60, okay, no. I mean, this is the same problem with Sea of Thieves. You know, I was really excited for it. I thought that this was going to be a great game where you get to do many things as pirates would do, or fantasy pirates would do, but no, it turned out to be one of those type of games where you go from lane A to B, which really didn't feel like a $60 game. Because let's be honest, Activision might abuse the system by having pay-to-win loot box microtransactions, and the only excuse they're gonna have is, oh, this time we have 3 zombies map, not just 1 but 3 zombies map. So yeah, it's fine that we can charge you $60 on it. And let's talk about zombies by this point, because I think right now I'm kind of getting burnt out on zombies. And it was pretty good during World at War, because back then it was just a simple system. You go around, protect barricades and kill zombies and see how far you can get without dying. It was a pretty simple system, but ever since Advanced Warfare, they just have been taking it way too far on this. With Black Ops 1, it technically had 3 zombies map, if you count Dead Ops Arcade you could do in the cheat code on that computer that you go into. So in all honesty, it doesn't sound impossible if they add in a campaign, a multiplayer, and 3 zombie maps. Because in all honesty, as older fans, we don't really need all this crap in zombie games where it's just like, you know, have a complex plot or whatever. We could just have a survival however long you can, and also see how far you can get with you and your friends. Because, you know, it's a pretty simple process. You don't need all this complex process where a priest is resurrecting a bunch of zombies from the dead or giving people diseases or whatever. Because you know damn well Activision's gonna make a paywall behind a lot of content that you may want. Because let's think about this here. You'll have a battle royale mode, you'll have a multiplayer mode, and you'll have a regular zombies mode. That's not really $60 to me. Because honestly, I don't know how you can make this up, because this is just utter lack of content. Because some of the veterans back in the days will tell you that the campaign for the Call of Duty games were pretty good. You look at World at War with the dark and gritty atmosphere and all that. And also Modern Warfare, which gives you a realistic plot line of how terrifying modern war is. Because honestly, I don't know what it is with game developers that can't develop a good campaign for their game. And yes, I know that many people in the Call of Duty community will admit that they don't play the campaign as much. Because let's think about this here. Back when the first Star Wars Battlefront came out, I'm talking about the one that's made by EA and DICE, it had no campaign and no other content to show for it. The fact that you had to pay $60 during its release date to get all that crap pissed a lot of people off. Yes, I know that they started having DLCs to make more content and also many other things, but those things should have been in the game in the first place. Has gaming really come to this point where at the beginning of the game's release date, we're fine with paying $60 and then later paying up to get even more content that should have been in the game in the first place? Because older Call of Duty fans will tell you that back in their days, these games used to be worth $60. Just think about this, World at War may have had one zombie map, but it had a lot of other things to show for it. A great campaign, a great multiplayer, a pretty intense multiplayer by that. Then later came out Black Ops 1, which again, if you count the Dead Ops Arcade, had 3 zombie map and a great campaign and a pretty fun multiplayer. And when they introduced Gun Game, it was probably the most addicting game mode I've ever played in Call of Duty history. So whether you agree with me or not, Black Ops 4 has way too little to be a $60 price tag of a game. Because honestly, I don't have to pay $60 for another Battle Royale game, and I really don't think Battle Royale is necessary for the Call of Duty franchise. And I'm not saying I hate Battle Royale or anything, I just think, just in my personal opinion, that's becoming a little too overused. And hey, I can understand that it's pretty popular among the gaming community these days. I know a lot of people that play Fortnite, I know a lot of people that play PUBG, but when it comes to a Call of Duty game, we have to take into account in what game mode is necessary and what game mode is not. And this game mode just seems like it's tacked on and just trying to get into the hip, cool trend. Because for me, being an older fan of the Call of Duty series, I can say that this mode just feels useless. I don't need to have a Battle Royale function for a Call of Duty game. I'm fine with sticking with the tradition. And hey, look, I understand that not a lot of people like it, but I think a campaign mode is good. You can have your opinions on this, but I think a campaign mode really does show that the developers put effort into this. Anyway guys, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later. This is the Hateful Critic dropping the mic.